the police on violating people's rights as per arrest and the likes. We have about 1 or 2 cases that are extant. The arrest and prosecution of a lawyer, Farotimi, and one Abiodun Thomas, that the 2 cases have been trending, where the Nigerian police force operatives have been alleged of violating people's rights and trampling on people's rights. For the case of Comrade Farotimi in Ekiti, the matter has been charged to court. We got a petition, we acted on the petition, and with the credible fact we have, the command, Ekiti State Command, charged him to court. And the matter is in court, is in the news. And for the case of one woman called Abiodun Thomas, they say she's an activist, NSAS activist whose video had been viral, raining curses of individuals, the president, the son of the president, the IGP family, the first PRO's family, and we have our own rights too as Nigerians. We reported the matter to the National Cybercrime Center, and the woman went into hiding, but later she was arrested. She has been charged to court too, as I speak with you. We have not arrested or detained anybody without court order. We have acted within the ambit of the law. At times it's laughable when people allege the police of doing the statutory duties. Our duty is to investigate criminal cases and prosecute any offenders where necessary. Cyberbullying is a criminal offense in Nigeria. And you know we have criminal defamation, where you have any act that has been described or defined under the law as an offense or a crime remains criminal and punishable under the law. There is no sentiment in the law. Once a criminal case has been brought to our notice, the police will do the needful to do necessary, investigate and prosecute. So we want to urge Nigerians to please always seek clarification from us. Where you have cases and incidences of this nature, they always drag the police, that police trample on people's rights. We should know that some of these cases that we do, in fact, all these cases we have taken up, we have investigated and charged to court are criminal offenses. And the police has the mandate, the constitutional mandate, all the powers it takes to look into criminal cases, investigate and prosecute. We don't want to have a situation whereby we see Nigeria as a lawless country. Everybody has his own fundamental human rights, and we have been tried in the police our best possible to protect people's fundamental human rights. But we should be reminded that no fundamental human right is absolute. And every Nigerian too has fundamental human rights, and he should enjoy his fundamental human rights, including police officers and other law enforcement agents. So we want to appeal to Nigerians to always understand the law, study our legal framework so that we can be on the same page. We have noticed that many don't understand provisions of the law. So when the police swings into action to carry out certain investigations, people see us as being overzealous. It is not so. Any act that is being described or defined as an offense in the law remains criminal and punishable under the law. So we have done what we should do in all these 2 cases, and the matters are in court of competent jurisdictions, and we hope that Nigerians will follow, and we will continue to update Nigerians as events unfold. These are the 2 major issues I think we need to discuss, apart from the ugly incidences where we have lost innocent Nigerians as a result of unorganized distribution of palliatives. We want to appeal to the media to please let us have back-to-back public enlightenment about this. Organizers should please take note of the provisions of the law and try to carry the police and other security agencies along. While we appeal to our people, members of the public who may want to benefit from these distributions, to please tread with caution and prioritize their safety. It is very, very important to take note of this. We still want to say, again, this is festive period. We want to appeal to our people, to Nigerians, to please be more security conscious. Don't just jump at anybody you see. People are now in the country. They have traveled to Nigeria to come and celebrate. They are moving from one state, from one community to the other to celebrate. Your friend you knew 10 years ago might not be the same friend you should relate with. Try to be very, very careful. We always say to the police that you must beware of somebody who is unduly friendly. So if that person is coming to you this time around, try and assess the person. Be careful, don't jump at anybody you just come across. Don't forget, the friend you met 10 years ago might not still be the same person you met that time. The only thing that is constant in life is change and is inevitable. So as a responsible and responsive security organization like the Nigerian Police Force, our job is to alert our people to share security tips so that we can be safe during a festive period like this.
Arrest and detention of the Reverend Father involved in this matter.
Well, Solomon, I said it in the statement that negligence is a criminal offense. Inasmuch as we know that these people might have good faith to help their brothers, to help their kinsmen, but any act or omission you have done to warrant such a thing is criminal in nature. I've given you the relevant sections of the Penal Code and the Criminal Code laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But whatever it is, the IGP has given instruction to the commissioners of police in these affected states to carry out proper investigation. After that, these command CPs will know what to do according to the provisions of the law. But I can tell you, negligence in this situation that has led to the death. Go and read all those sections, section 196 of the Penal Code and 344 of the Criminal Code. Penal Code is for the north, Criminal Code is for the southern part of the country. Go and read the provisions of this section. You see clearly there that whatever you do, any omission or any action taken to have caused dangers or death or whatever of this nature is criminal. But however, it's left for the CP to carry out thorough investigation and come up with a report. A legal team will advise various or respective commissioners of police on what to do.
Sir, we are all working towards, sir.
Is a palliative for people. How long should they reach police?
You know, the problem is that when we want to have any event, we take security arrangement to be the least or the last we do. I'm sure whoever that wants to share palliative now must have procured some of these items before now. It's not today. You must have stored them in a warehouse. You must have had plans of how to share. Those you are going to invite. When you are inviting them, we are sharing invitation letters to those that will benefit from various communities, from various local government areas. You should have factored in security arrangements. It's not that we are asking you to even take permission from us, but it is good. We can see these ugly incidences. These are avoidable deaths that they have subjected these young ones to. We still want to reiterate that whatever it is, before it is not a day thing to share palliatives of this nature, to arrange events of this nature. I'm sure these organizers must have been planning for this. Even if you want to do your party, I'm sure many of us here, the last thing you remember is police. Some people will write to us that, please let me tell the AG, I want to have my mother's burial. It's tomorrow, please, can I have policemen? When you bought your cows, you didn't remember police. When you bought the coffin, you didn't remember police. When you went to go and get the tomb, to arrange the tomb, you have not remembered the police. We need to prioritize security in this country. Whatever we want to have, whenever I want to have any event, any ceremony that will pull crowd, security should be the first thing you put in place, not the last thing you consider. So whatever it is, it's not late. I'm sure many will still want to organize a similar events to avoid unforeseen calamities involve us. We help you to see how we can manage. You see where we have private companies, if it is not, your job is not your job. Private company or some of these bankers will not understand the integrity of proper security arrangement. It's a job to have operation order. In fact, there are some that we warrant the Nigerian police force to draw operation order. You know what it means? Operation order is that document that will tell us what we want to do, how we are going to do deployment, and giving assignment to individual officers. So we are still appealing to them for whoever that want to organize something like that to please notify us on time. It's going to help us.
That was there before this thing. So
Well, let me clear it out there. That possibly the people you saw, I'm not sure we have policemen. Are you referring to Abuja specifically? I think
yes,
that
yes.
church. If civil defense officers are on duty, I'm not sure. That doesn't mean they have been duly informed. They are there on guard, on beat duty as guards. It's different from having a ceremony where you are pulling a crowd. We are talking of 2,000, 3,000 crowd. Even if you have planned to have 2,000 crowd, to share palliatives, expect 10,000. Yeah. So what if they have not been informed? So you can't blame the men on guard duty, but we need to blame the organizers who have not factored in the number, the turnout of beneficiaries that they expect at that distribution process. So they must have foreseen such a thing that, okay, with this present situation we have now, and at this festive period, everybody wants to have palliative, to do Salah, to do Christmas, or do New Year. So you don't let us blame the men on guard duty for not averting this. Rather, let us focus more on the organizers who have failed to call for more men. Because when you talk of crowd control, is a course itself in the police. It's a course on its own. When you're on training, they teach you specifically how to control crowd. That's why you see we have mounted troop. We have K9, that is dog session. K9 has a role to play. Mounted troop has a role to play. Handmen have roles to play. And plainclothes men have roles to play. We are going to have like 3 or 4 rings of security operatives for deployment to protect a process like this. That's why they need to involve us. It's our job to assist them to arrange proper crowd control for events like this. So if they have not told security operatives, particularly the police, we cannot help that situation, and you can't blame them. What if the Catholic or the priest or the head of the church just decides to start on time and just put a message on social media handles of the church? It's in public domain. Everybody wants to troop in and grab his own. So I don't want to subscribe to the fact that the men on duty ought to have raised alarm. What if they are not aware? What if they have not told them? We have seen a situation where a big man wants to go out and not even told his driver that I'm going out. They've been using phone to call the driver, got to go. So that is the system in Nigeria. It's just because we take things for granted, and perhaps they think perhaps our members will come. Yeah, anything you have made public is not for your personal consumption again. It's for the general public, particularly distribution of palliatives. People from Niger will come. People from Kaduna will come. Even don't be surprised that people as far as Kogi, Lokoja, they will come. So don't let us blame the men on duty. I think we need to work more on organizers, and that's why this warning is being sent out. And I think a word is enough for the wise. With the report I got from Ibadan, the commissioner of police told me that the police was not aware. And I think no security agency was duly notified in Ibadan. We are talking of not just to even tweet or to publish on your handles that police or this come. No, you have to write officially to tell them this is what we want to do. Then the deputy commissioner of operations in charge of that state is the one to draw operation order to see how they want to deploy plainclothes men, to deploy K9, to deploy mounted troop, to deploy EOD. Because you can't say, when you have a gathering of that nature, men of the other one may want to plant IED. We have all these sites, all these units of the police that will be deployed to take care of this crowd when you have such an event. So the commissioner of police in charge of Oyo State has said it, police was not aware. The same thing, FCT, police was not aware. In Anambra, the police was not aware. Business, the CP can handle it. They don't even need to.
I mean, if they don't have access, the DPO can't do it.
If they tell the DPO knows what to do. If you report to the DPO area commander, the DPO will know I don't have this strength to manage this crowd. How many number do you expect? Sir, we are expecting 2,000. Oh, let's expect 4,000. Then I need to tell my DCOs or my CP, sir, a group met me. They want to share palliative. I think I need reinforcement. Let area commander give me additional 100 men. Let SIB give me so men. Let EOD give me so men. Almost all our commands, they have K9. It's only the mounted troop that is not in all the commands, but I'm sure at least 30 states of the police have mounted troop. Those are the horses that we use to control crowd. We could have done all these things and put all these things in place. They will assess the venue, they put arrangements in order, and to make sure there is no ugly incident recorded. So they can even report to the DPO. All we want is somebody must be duly notified officially that we're having this event, and it's for us to do proper deployment. Them misbehave on the road, please report this conduct to us. We have shared our numbers and our complaint response lines to all Nigerians to use. We don't want you to please resort to attacking police operatives on duty or any security agents on duty. It is not good. It doesn't portray us well. It sends bad signal to people outside the world that we are not patriotic enough. You don't beat your law enforcement agents. Once they have done something wrong, report to us. We're going to take it up as we have been doing. And we can assure you justice will be served. Don't beat up any security operative. Don't carry us with stick and whatever, or you are dragging them, boxing them. It doesn't speak well of us as a good nation. Let us share all this, make use of our lines, our complaint response lines, and we are there for you 24 hours to respond to your complaints and make sure justice is served. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.
I'd like to find out, my name is VeryDarkMan.
How old are you?
I work with GTV Africa. So I want to find out from you, how long should